What's up, bitches?
No, Charlie, you're doing the next intro.
All right. What's up, bitches?
No.
Guys,
All right, now
come on.
Troy, come on.
What's up, bitches?
And
Sorry,
Lucy.
I'm bitches.
That's a good one.
Brick, we're we're friends, right?
Yeah?
Nah, Cat's friends. For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. But when the spell ends, the creature realizes that you used magic to influence its mood and becomes hostile toward you. A creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in other ways at the DM's discretion, depending on the nature of your interaction with it.
Okay, yeah. What are you gonna do? Actually, I've got an idea for this.
Alright.
How long did you say it lasts for?
A minute, it's concentration.
Okay. You've cast a spell, and I've placed a 1 minute timer on the table. Go for it.
Alright. You wouldn't betray us or lie to us or anything.
No?
No. So my insight on that was 8.
Yeah, you don't know.
Right, and you want nothing but the best for your people
Of
and
Matone?
your village of Mattoon.
Yes.
There we go. That's an 18.
It's true.
Ask about the guards.
And you know nothing about the guards that went missing.
I don't know who you're talking about, no.
18 again.
It's true.
Okay. All right.
Does
Now
she
this is going to come to a surprise to you, but I'd like to try to warn you before it comes down. I did just cast a spell on you,
What?
and I just wanted to find out what it was all about. And I want to roll one last persuasion to make her nicer to me about it.
Oh, yeah, I'll say that last one you got through before my timer went off.
21.
Okay. Why? I get it because, like, you're adventurous and you've got stuff to do and you don't want anyone betraying you, but I don't get what you think I have to do with any of this.
Okay. I expected few people to be where we were going, the guards that I keep mentioning, and they just weren't there, and no one knows anything about it. These are people that are under my, what's it called?
Command.
Authority. But imagine I said authority in an Australian accent.
And not a
Authority?
high-pitched, squeaky, me accent.
Yeah. These are people that I am responsible for, and they're missing. So that just made me a little bit nervous.
Okay,
I think it's also worth saying that our expectation of Mattoon as a town was built upon by these two folk,
G'day.
Bazza
Hello.
and Nick, or Harry, sorry. They both, gave me personally a different idea of what the town might be like. And so when I got there and there was no guards and there was nothing of the sort, it did immediately spark concern for me. So I that's why I was quite suspicious too.
yeah. Did you come after missing guards or something?
There were guards that were supposed to be on duty, and they
No.
weren't.
I'm gonna roll an inside check for you, Bazza,
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
What do you add to yours?
+3.
You realise, so it's usually 2 guards are in Mattoon, and then 2 of them are back in whether it's like on shift rotation or like doing more training and stuff. It's been these 4 for like a good few years,
Yeah. Okay.
and nothing's come up.
We've never got any reports back from them or anything.
No, reports have been sent back. You've been seeing them around.
Okay. But
Yeah.
nothing's come up.
Reports haven't stopped or anything?
Reports haven't stopped. They've never been like, oh, there's anything fucked with the situation.
Bloody pulling the Mickey on us.
Just to triple check, this is Mattoon, right?
Yes.
So, everything all right there, Bazza?
Bazza looks sort of side-eyed at Brick, nervously. He's like, I think everything's alright. Right?
I'm not happy, but
Well,
I don't love having spells cast on me.
wasn't my idea. I wasn't involved, so, I would say be mad at him and then leave me and Nick out of it. Because we didn't actually talk about casting a spell on you or anything. We did briefly talk about shooting you in the back of the head, but that also wasn't me.
Olé!
Sorry. Is that something I shouldn't be saying to people?
I mean, definitely not.
I said it as a joke. It
As
was
a
in
joke.
jest. Yes,
In
it
jest.
was in jest. You want me to roll for that?
Sure.
Brick says, what do you mean, roll for that?
I'm gonna say deception at disadvantage because someone has actively been like, this is what's we did.
Well, that was a 13.
And that one's a 23, so it's a 13.
She's, especially with already having a spell cast on her, she's, not stoked. Just fine, because it was going relatively well for you, wasn't it, Bazza? Slash Charlotte. I'm going back to Mattoon. If you guys want a ride as far back as there, you can come with.
We do get to commandeer the vehicle because he's a guard as well. So if we can't get a ride all the way to the next town over, we can commandeer it.
No.
I also just want to make a realization here that these two guards, or four guards, whatever the ones who are assigned to Mattoon, Betty, Barney, and the other two. Oh, I have that written down too. Antonio and German.
Antonio and Jerome.
And Jerome.
Lucy says they're not brick. She doesn't know them.
They've been playing the fucking Mickey. They haven't been putting their work in. And they've been making up reports. And I'm going to fucking talk to Captain Depton about that.
Really?
I will.
I figured you'd respect that.
Not when I'm not fucking in the loop.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, wait, is our plan to go back to Non and...
No, I'm gonna... I'm gonna write a letter.
You're gonna write a letter.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the fact that you've helped us this much, Brick, despite the fact that we have cast spells on you and threatened to kill you. I personally have not done either of those things, so I appreciate the help from you the most. Sorry, I don't know whether or not to say things.
Throw us in the bloody cart, mate.
Listen,
I
I'm
would
not human.
start learning, if I were you.
It's been 400 years.
Where are
Yeah,
you guys
you've been
trying-
around longer than us.
Okay, well that's very rude and
If you
very
guys-
ableist.
If you guys are trying
In
to
what way?
You guys just keep bickering over all of her advice.
Brick gets in the cart and
And she-
drives away.
And she gets in the car and she does start slowly driving
shit.
away.
Not jump on that.
Yeah, should we roll to try and get on the cart?
I'm
yeah,
on the
you
cart.
guys can roll acrobatics
You say
or
that.
athletics.
Oh, you know I'm doing acrobatics.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna not get on the cart.
I got a dirty 20. After I rolled a 10, mind you.
13.
Ole.
Is there a little chick mark that I can do that says prefer not to say?
No, not for this one.
If we're going with athletics, then I got 1. But acrobatics, I can cinch that into a 4.
You can go acrobatics if you want. Did you roll a 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
rough.
big time too.
That's rough.
I'm
Big time
actually
rush.
more of a big brain kind of guy and not so much of the other things.
Yeah. After a minute or so of realizing you're not on the cart and seeing you kind of stumbling, trying to catch up, she stops so you can get on.
Did I get on with my 13?
Yes, and the 13 you get on. She's not driving away that quickly. It was meant to be more of a
Come along.
what are you guys doing? I'll leave or whatever. It was for you guys to make a choice, not really to fuck up, but here we are.
I do a cool, graceful elven jump onto the cart.
She's actually somewhat impressed.
I goatly gallop towards the cart and get on, but not very well. I have to lift with my tragically weak human upper arm.
Yeah.
Man, I just fuck up.
Yeah. After a minute or so, she's like, there isn't all of you, is there?
Guys, wait, I'm sorry. Please let me on.
We gotta stop for Ollie.
I'm made of wood, I'm not very dexterous. Or strong, or either of those.
And she stops the horse. You to jump on.
You know what we're gonna have to start calling you, right?
What?
Because you're a real big boy.
Yeah.
Ollie Normus.
Okay.
Good Ollie Normus.
Ollie enormous.
That seems like a bit of a mouthful compared to Oliver.
Ole.
I've grown to be fine with that. Ollie Normus.
You were going to say love, weren't you?
No.
Anyhow, you guys get to Mattoon. What are you doing?
Let's go find another card.
I'm gonna. Sorry.
No, you should go first.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
gonna look for the guard tower that's supposed to be. Have I been to Mattoon before?
Yeah, you remember there being a guard tower, but you have only been here once. You could be wrong in your memory.
It was all bloody fiction. So there's no guard tower where I
No.
remember it to be. Those bloody bastards. And I wasn't even in.
Some things are stranger than fiction, Bazza.
That's good to know.
Some things are stranger than fiction. And the movie, you know what? It's okay.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
You
I
mean
like
play?
The play.
it. Yeah, the play. Stranger Than Fiction, starring... Who's the lead actor in that?
Will, what's the fantasy name for Farrell? Oh, just Farrell, but he's like a...
Pharaoh.
Will Farrow.
I was thinking Farrell like he is a hyena man, and he's feral.
Wolf Ferrell?
Yeah.
Wolf Farrell.
Wolf Farrell.
Wolf Ferrell. Very good. Yeah, what else are you guys doing in Matern? What are you thinking?
This is just a simple farming community. We probably can buy some health potions. No.
She...
I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
One, I got a health potion
yeah,
from
you
Brick
got you
already.
have her only health potion.
Right.
I don't think Brick's going to want to help us much anymore.
No,
I don't think Brick likes us. I think when we come back, we kill Brick.
We could kill Brick
Sing
now.
this out louder in your head.
That wasn't Australian.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
And
Australian.
it never is. But it wasn't Bazza's voice.
Guys, I think that we should just get going to the next town as soon as possible because we have spent a lot of time doing nothing towards our end goal of meeting Corniferous, and I really want to see him soon.
Well, that's not true. We've come to Mattoon. We've gone into the pass.
And then gone back from the past.
Now we've come back and we're back in Mattoon.
Made
Yep.
a little bit of back progress, but...
So, back progress is also known as the opposite of making progress. So I'm minusing the progress we've already made.
It's
and
still
making it to
progress.
no progress.
It's just back progress.
I would say negative process is less than none progress.
What is Brick doing at this point? Can I see that?
She's just kind of untying her horse from the cart.
Run free, Seabiscuit.
She's not letting it go forever. She's just, having it not be connected to a cart. That's enjoying a bit more free reign.
Can I walk
Free
over
reigns.
and try be nicer? Try be nice to Brick.
You can try be nice, sure, let's see how it goes.
At the same time as he does that, I would like to raise my short bow and just aim it at her. It's up to these two if they try and stop me or not, or anything like that. I'm not shooting it yet, I'm just holding it up.
Are we just in the middle of town?
Yeah.
Brick, I would like to sincerely apologise for the way that we've treated you.
And her eyes are wide with worry.
Don't worry
can she
anything.
see
Don't
me?
worry
Yeah.
about Brick.
I
Brick,
assumed she couldn't.
worry about nothing.
Why?
Sorry, I know I'm quite tall, and I know you're quite small, but I'm not going to hurt you. I would never hurt you.
And she takes a couple steps so you would be between her and Nick.
I get
So
it.
you Oliver would be
You want to be
between
in the
you and
shade. It's
Mate.
understandable. I can be the shade for you. Listen,
You don't have the shot.
Listen, what I want to tell you is I want you to know that, we never meant any real harm to you. It's my first time adventuring. These two are helping me out, and I'm just trying to, I'm trying to learn my way around everything,
I'm trying to figure out if I should give you persuasion with disadvantage, or if I should give you intimidation with disadvantage. One of the two should be happening, but I don't know which.
Why am I getting disadvantage? I'm trying to persuade her that, I'm not so bad, and they're not so bad. We just are acting kind of bad.
She's not listening to you, really. And I'll give you an insight check to see if you can figure out what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, I think we can figure that one out. I say releasing my arrow. No.
25.
Yeah, you can see that she keeps glancing between you and something behind you.
I turn around. Nick!
And Bazza is just standing next to Nick, thinking, does Nick know something Bazza doesn't? If so, Bazza's not going to necessarily stop Nick. And he's just looking quizzical.
Nick, put down the bow. What are you doing? What are you doing? We are in public. Put down the bow and arrow. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry
You
about
guys are
this.
the fucking, you're one half incompetent, one half no confidence. You're so easy to convince each other. You're so fucking stupid.
Now, is this Brick or Lucy talking to us?
Lucy!
And is Lucy talking to our characters or Troy, Tom, and Charlie?
Yes. I'm talking to all six of you.
Nick, put down the bow. We don't need to hurt anyone.
Nick, is this your adventurous side or your criminal side?
Yes.
Odds and evens.
What do you want?
Odds.
Odds criminal?
Oh, no, I was...
Odds criminal even adventure? Is that what we're wanting?
No, he's wanting whether to know to shoot or not.
You're wanting a 50-50 odds on if you shoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is chaos.
Okay. Pick your odds or evens. What are you doing?
Evens, I'm getting even. I'm shooting her.
Hey.
You don't. If it's based on my dice roll.
Cool.
Cool.
I hold back. You were talking to me, friendo.
Nick, you don't have to shoot her. She's completely harmless. I'm trying currently to talk to her and make her understand why we are quite stressed out. And I think you are quite stressed. Maybe you should put down the bow, take a nap, maybe.
Can everyone roll a perception check, please?
9.
17.
18.
Both Oliver and Nick, you see her go back into her house and pull out a second spear.
2 spears.
grab a sharper, nicer spear. Let's
Double
go
speared
with.
up.
Only one spear.
One
It's
spear.
One spear.
She's got a spare spear.
But she goes to grab it, yeah. See her go and get it.
No, Brick, don't worry. Brick, no need for a spear, no need for anything. We're not fighting. There's no fighting here.
Aren't we?
No! We're making...
Should I cast friends again? Should I cast friends again?
We're making peace.
You
could cast friends, I think, maybe.
I don't think anyone in Matone is going to be very happy if you stay.
Right.
Well, we're not planning on staying. We're planning on leaving as soon as possible. But I'm just trying to be nice to you so that you can...
I don't think it's going very well.
Okay.
I, so far, have done nothing but say I'm sorry for what my other friends have done. My other friends are nothing to do with me, aside from the fact that I invited them here.
Look,
With no background check.
get back in your house if you want.
Okay, Bazza goes into full guard mode. His instincts take over, and he goes, right, what's going on here? Let's all calm down, right? Nothing to fucking see here. Move along, boys. And I also, I gesture at myself as I say, move along, boys, and I turn around and start walking away. Right, alright. G'day.
I walk away too, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess I'm also convinced that I should probably just walk away.
You guys all walk away and leave
Yep.
Brick. With the danger of her being fucking shot subsiding, she lets it go without trying anything.
Does she go back in her house?
No, she waits until you guys are gone. Until you guys are out of her line of sight. She's not letting you guys get away with shit. Breck and I get along very well.
I turn around and shoot firebolt.
Now, I don't know if you remember this, but I've told you I've been on a cart a few times, pulling them mainly.
Yep.
We don't have a
I
car.
thought you failed the test.
That didn't go well for you said.
We don't have a car.
Lucy says that, not Breck.
Driving the cart didn't go well for me. However, being harnessed to the cart...
I thought that you failed that.
Maybe we should just leave it.
Are we stealing the cart? Is that what you're propositioning?
Well, not if she's not going back in her home.
If anything, right, it would be commandeering, wouldn't be a crime. But at this point, don't think we should.
Okay, why don't we commandeer someone else's cart then?
Right, I look around, is there any carts? I say out loud.
Right, guys, I'm looking around. Are there any carts?
No.
No.
Okay, well, it looks like we'll just have to walk the rest of the way then.
Are there any animals?
Oh,
It's a
for them as
farming
well.
It's a
town.
farming town.
Farming town, there's a lot of bugs.
There's a lot of bugs. There would be a horse that isn't like
Hers.
that isn't hers, and B not like being actively used by someone a bit further away.
Is it tied up, or
Yes.
is it surrounded by surrounded? Is it near its owner? Would I be able to tell that?
There's a small stable
Okay.
with a horse in it.
Can I walk over to it?
Uh-huh.
And I can't speak with animals.
Sure.
Oh.
I'm going to talk to the horse. Dearest horse, we're
Yes.
trying. Why are all of your
Oh,
animals so afraid?
It's because I'm trying to get the noise of a horse's neigh into my voice, but I just don't have that.
Dearest
I like
horse,
that one.
we
Do
are
that,
trying to get to... Why do you look so afraid?
It's because it's you guys. It's not the horse that's afraid, it's me.
We are trying to
Lucy
get
hates animals.
to a city not far from here.
A what?
A town.
Okay.
You know, it's in this general direction. I point to the general direction.
I understand the idea of places, almost.
Yes, because you're a horse.
Mm.
Do you want to help us?
Why?
Because we'll give you a carrot.
Ah, you're using the carrot, not the stick.
Yes.
It's very Oliver. Very Oliver of you.
Very Oliver.
No, I don't know about that, because Olive's made of wood, which, to me...
It's the stick, yeah.
Well, the carrot is on me. That's the carrot on the stick.
I like carrots. Okay.
Okay. I grab the horse and I bring it over. Guys, I've got a horse for us.
Okay, I was gonna commandeer that, but looks like you did it already.
Well, he just decided to come along. It's not stealing.
I
it's
saw
the-
you neighing at it. What was that about?
Well, I was just telling it that we're going to give it a carrot when we get there.
You can talk to horses.
I can use...
You can
we've
talk
been
to
over
weasels
this.
and horses.
We've been over this. I have a spell I can cast called Speak with Animals.
Just
which
those
allows
two?
me to speak... Well, any animal.
People?
I have Locate Animal as well. I could have used that.
It's fine. A horse
Instead
is
of-
There's a
fine.
horse here.
I know, but I
Look-
could have used it instead of looking.
What's the horse's name?
What's your name, horse?
What's your name, horse?
Neighbors!
Ed, I'm Ed the talking horse.
Ed.
Of course.
Ed the talking horse that can't actually talk.
Doesn't talk.
Yes, but that's what Ed said his name was. So
What's his name?
Ed.
Ed the talking horse.
Is that short for anything?
I don't know. Is it short for anything? Pretty big horse, so I doubt it.
Yeah, it's actually short for Ed the Talking Horsington.
It's short for Ed the talking horse, of course.
Right.
Of course, being the extra bit, not just me assuming how much you know.
That's out of you and Ming.
Well, I'll leave a little note. It says this horse has been commandeered.
Well, we don't need to leave a little note because the horse has already decided to come along willingly, so...
How long are you guys going to start here just chatting about taking a horse?
I'm...
Probably just like 5 minutes that conversation was.
Yeah, let's leave.
Because that's how long your talk with animals will last.
It lasts about 10 minutes.
So, before we go, I know people are, are we all gonna get on this one horse?
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess so. Are you okay with that, Ed?
There's so many of you.
3 of us.
Oh wait, I don't know what he's saying.
I'm made of wood, so I'm quite light.
You're very big.
Yes, but I'm quite light for wood. I'm made of olive and oak.
You're
Oaks.
very big for things horse usually compares themselves to.
Okay, well, I don't have to ride you. You know what? Be free, horse. And I let the horse go.
As the horse starts to gallop away.
What? Mate?
Well, he said he couldn't take all of us, so I just figured he can
Did
go.
he?
Yes.
The farmer starts to come out of the house. It's like, did you guys let my horse go? And like, before even getting a response out of you, races after the horse.
Oh, well, it's a horse. It's a bit faster than you, so I wouldn't... The horse will beat you, easily.
G'day.
Not even listening to you, he's already chasing after his horse.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's just walk, I think.
Apparently the horse has its own intelligent mind. Shouldn't be owned.
Yes.
I make animals too clever, don't I? Is that something I'm doing with the animals?
No, when you speak with animals, they gain a certain level of intelligence in order to be able to communicate with me.
Now I hate to be that guy, but do we want to check out the farmer's house?
Mate, we're
I
on
think-
thin fucking ice.
I think we're just leaving for the next town, because I think we need to get there soon.
This
Tom.
is spring, mate. The ice is thawing, and you're on thin fucking ice.
Well, fine. I guess we're on our way again, once again, but this time in the opposite direction.
Well, I guess we're walking now.
Walking montage.
What
Yep.
a waste of time Mattoon was.
Yeah, fuck you.
Well, I learned something.
And
I did too. I learnt that sometimes you shouldn't tell people what you have heard other people say. Because some people say things that are quite cruel.
And I learned how to kill. I mean, zombies, that is.
Ah, you've never killed a zombie before.
Do I have to roll for I learned how to kill zombies, that is? Is that
no, I feel like
At this point...
you guys go back and forth in this so much. I feel like you don't need to try to deceive these two unless it is
Yeah.
a quite specific lie.
I'm doing
I'm
inside.
well convinced.
As you guys are leaving Mattoon, I'm going to ask everyone to make an Arcana check.
Yay!
I have a -1 to that.
17.
19.
1.
Ooh, as you guys are leaving Mattoon and getting kind of closer to the goals and such that you're trying to reach, both Nick and Oliver, even though it's something neither of you would have even vaguely encountered before, it's something you've heard from your studies of like becoming a druid and something you've heard passed down through your family, just like information passed down through your family. You guys can both feel an air of light, wild magic.
Ooh.
Like a sorcery?
For those that don't know, for those, both players and people at home that don't know what wild magic is, it is an element of chaos in magic. Sometimes in only certain areas, which is like this case, you kind of feel like you're getting closer to an area of wild magic where there is a small chance that when you perform magic spells and such, wild magic will happen, which is I have a table of wild magics. There's a chance something interesting, both good or bad or neutral, could happen.
Did you guys feel that? That sort of...
Something a
Yeah,
little
Brick was pretty cold to us.
No.
Oh, there's something. I just felt something a little bit strange in my hooves.
Yeah, something magical almost.
Oh, definitely magical.
No, if it were magical, I would have felt it.
Based off of what I know, I think that was the chaotic magic. Wild magic. Something that we can't control.
Well, we'll probably find out in a wild.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft because I want to do a wild magic search.
Sure. Roll a d20, and if you get a 20.
I didn't get a 20.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
If you want to keep casting cantrips until you get wild magic, I'll let you.
I want wild magic surge right now.
So, Oliver just keeps, in almost the
Right.
excitement of the idea of seeing wild magic, you just keep casting until something happens.
Mate, you're going fucking wild with that. What's going on?
I'm shooting firebolts into the air.
Calm down. We usually don't show off that much.
I'm just testing something. I just want to see whether or not I can do the specific thing I'm trying to do. There.
It looks like you're bloody successful.
No. So, Bazza, there's this thing that us
Every
magic
fucking
uses.
time you try to remember my
As-
name.
As you're casting spells and explaining this to him, all of a sudden your fingers have a burning pain in them. And you feel like you would have difficulty doing some tasks.
Bazza, and something exciting has just happened to me. There's this thing called wild magic, and it's a thing that us magic studiers have always wanted to be able to control and comprehend, but at the moment we're in the middle of a surge of it, and I've just managed to activate some, and now my fingers really hurt.
Doesn't sound good.
It's not always good, but sometimes it's really good, and it's just...
Uncontrolled magic?
Yes.
Hmm.
It's amazing.
Look, I use a little bit of magic, and I'm already distrustful of it. If I can't control it, I don't like that.
Are my fingers still burning, or did they just suddenly burn?
They still are sore.
And that's just proof in the pudding. Whatever the saying is. What is it?
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, that one.
Jinx.
Jinx God.
Jinx.
Jinx God, I love that. I like the idea of like going to. I'm thinking in my head a Catholic church, and when it's like, and peace be with you, and in your spirit or whatever it is. I can't remember off the top of my head.
And
I'm
with
not
your
Catholic.
spirit.
And with your spirit,
you.
being like, and with
Your
your spirit, Jinx.
Jinx God.
This was for peace.
And with your spirit. Gotcha.
So yeah, you guys can feel a bit of wild magic.
I kind of want to do like a little, I don't know, I guess an Arcana check. An Arcana check of my hot hand. Because I know it's wild magic, but like, am I aware of like the sort of magic that's on my hand right now? Because I want to know if it's going to permanently affect me or not. If I'm going to have to cut my hand off.
Is it visibly hot? Like, is it on fire?
No.
Okay.
No,
It's just,
burns.
it's a burning sensation.
If you do cut off your hand, you're just a little more stumped than you were.
You can feel that... Actually, sorry, I'll get you to roll an Arcana check.
Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of hands. 2. Now, Lucy, what do I know with a 2? Well, I got an 8 because I have good Arcana, but...
Are you sure you have hands?
Not certain.
Okay. That's interesting.
I might just have little stumps.
What counts as hands?
Yeah, I guess legally I don't have hands. I have roots.
Crime hands. Anyway.
Crime doesn't pay. Crime hands.
It wasn't a good joke, Charlie. Said you'd bring your A game to the podcast.
I'm
and you
sorry, I
didn't.
didn't bring my game to the podcast today.
What brought us D game? D for Dapton.
This morning, Charlie said to me...
I'm not the only one who didn't bring his A game.
Why'd you all look at me?
This morning, Charlie
Which
said
is
to
so
me...
unfair because he was talking about me.
This morning, Charlie said to me, and I quote, "Don't worry, I'm bringing my A game to the podcast today." And then immediately I said, "I bet you won't." I was right.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so as you guys are nearing GEVAUDAN, it's getting darker and darker. Do people who want to roll survival checks
I would love to.
to see if they can know more of what is happening?
I'd also love to.
Oy.
Mine's a straight 12. Heterosexual 12.
I got 2.
You got 2.
Because I rolled a 1 plus 1.
I got 12. I got a gay 12. 8 plus 4, so...
Bazza, you're convinced that you could walk anywhere in the world before the sun went down. Team 12. Wait, that's not a thing.
Yeah, that's Jake Paul. It's Team 10.
Oh, okay.
But
I didn't
We're
mean
two
to.
better because
Yeah.
it's got you and I.
Yeah.
we-
You both get 1, like Charlie did.
Aw.
People who got 12.
yeah.
It's getting kind of late.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to give you.
I think that maybe we should rest up a little bit because I am not. I was going to say I'm knackered, but I'm not. I'm a wood man. I'm a man of wood. I don't get tired. I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog.
We can make it.
Where do you think we can make it to by morning?
Like, anywhere.
The sun is setting.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Much like Sonic, who doesn't get tired.
Tom? I haven't had the time to do my research yet. You don't get to keep making these claims until I've done my part of the equation.
Sonic doesn't get tired.
What do you think the boys were arguing about this morning for half an hour?
Sonic gets fucking tired.
He doesn't get fucking tired!
Stop!
Yesterday I edited the episode of Pick a Path podcast that has Tom playing as Sonic the Hedgehog, so I can say that in that book, Sonic fell asleep.
It's not canon. It's not canon. I already said the books are not canon.
Anything inconvenient to Tom's fucking point, he makes not canon. He had like a whole fucking list.
Yeah, because the video games are the only things that matter here.
Can I say, Tom's exact quote was, everything is canon, but the books, or Sonic Boom, or the show, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this.
He went for like half a fucking hour.
Fuck you.
Just thinking of any point where he thought, oh, maybe Sonic could get tired here. So that's not canon.
Shut up, virgin.
I didn't say anything.
Alright, we continue.
Okay.
Rad. As it gets later and later, I'm going to roll everyone perception check.
Been thinking about taking the observant feat.
Wow.
I don't have any feet.
You guys did really, really similar. That's what I'm gonna
I was
go
gonna
with.
say, don't tell us.
You sounded, you know what you did? You sounded just like fucking Regis Philbin or any game show host sitting there going like, you all did incredibly poorly to be able to make it this far and get $1 million. I don't know why Regis Philbin's British.
None of you see anything.
I think we keep walking.
Okay.
I'm the current leader, I guess.
It's
All right.
getting later and later and later.
Great.
You guys can do whatever you want.
Are we lost?
No, I've got a map.
Can we...
I'll have Bazza roll a survival check with advantage.
Oh, fuck
Because
yeah.
you have a map.
No, I can't use Alvin accuracy for that, unfortunately, but it's still advantage, which is nice because that was a 6. And that's a 10. I got a fucking beautiful looking... What is it, survival? 11. Lucy, before you tell us what happens, I will remind you that 11 is higher than 10.
Which is higher than
thank God,
half.
I forgot. Anyway.
Here to help.
Thank God sarcasm can be heard in the voice. Because the eye roll couldn't be heard.
Can you not hear my eyeballs swivel?
I can hear them squelch and swivel.
As you carry on, you seem to be going the way you want to, but you keep finding yourself in kind of like difficult paths. And you loop back to the same tree like once or twice.
Oh, is time reversing?
No.
Okay, I thought it was a... Don't worry.
Is it like the montage in Road to El Dorado where like a lot of the times we see like similar vantage points and then sometimes I turn the map upside down and I'm like,
Yeah, but like that.
Yeah.
So
Consistently
really...
rotating the map, so that's why we keep going in circles. You're like, oh.
And look, you're very lucky that you got that lower roll and it can be compared to Road to El Dorado. Because what a great movie.
Agreed.
That was...
fantastic movie.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So what are you guys doing as you go?
I'm playing my harmonica.
I'm playing my panpipes. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I guess I'll play my lute.
Do you guys want to do a wee song?
Yeah, Lucy, can you edit it in?
No.
What shall we do with the drunken king?
And in the moment silent immediately after that, you can hear a bird call it back to you exactly.
So it sounds like this.
I can actually recognize that bird with a nature check. I bet, right, Lucy? Can
you
I?
can try.
18, motherfucker. Was it a tui?
No, it's...
Was it a mockingjay?
So you got... So Tom, what did you roll?
I rolled 18.
Yeah, you can see a flash of like a bit of blue in the leaves above the tree, and it's yeah, let's go with the blue jay.
I love blue jays.
It's that or Sonic.
And he's tired.
He's not tired.
I've decided the side I'm taking.
I know the episode name. Sonic is tired.
I go, look, bird. I can't fly yet because I don't have that thing, so I'm just kind of happy to
Need a
see
few
a
more
bird.
levels for that.
8. No, I don't need 8 more. I need 2 more levels. And I'm 8.
Oh, you guys also leveled up.
Yeah, we did.
That happened a minute ago.
I think travelling to Pluma's Pass and back really helped.
Yeah.
Did it happen when we entered the magic zone?
Yeah, with the kind of whir of wild magic around you, it just gave you all the strength you needed to become just a little bit stronger.
Wow.
Stepping into the zone, it's just got this perpetual all the time.
Yeah, that's also very good for podcast noise, so I'm just going to put that in the background of everything.
I now have a maximum hit point of 52.
Good grief.
Me and Charlie have something very special to share. Do you want to say it or me?
No, I think you can say it.
We both have 42 hit points.
We both have 42 hit points.
It's crazy. We just hit it together. We're pretty happy about it.
It was a decision we made together.
Yeah, by rolling the same number on the dice, and we must have already had the same health points.
We already
and not
did.
noticed.
I think we talked about it before.
Maybe, yeah. We both had 33.
Probably not on mic, but we're very excited for
And
this
now-
new step in our journey.
Yeah, and now we've both gone up another 9.
I had never thought I'd be in a position where I can make people level up as a punishment. But I could.
What, to take away our
The magic,
share?
yeah.
That would hurt my feelings, Lucy.
Yeah.
That's not a punishment. That's like saying I could punish someone by forcing them to get divorced.
Oh yeah, but could you imagine if Lucy was like, you know what, as a punishment, Charlie, you level up.
It would hurt my feelings.
It would.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings that much. I'd get a level.
And I would cry.
Right, boys, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty chuffed.
Mate, I'm feeling quite chuffed too.
I'm gonna get everyone bar Charlie to roll a perception check.
Who?
Bar Bazza to roll a perception check, you jerk.
And that's perception.
Yeah.
That's 7 plus 3, which makes 10.
That's crazy. Perception, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and
Not performance.
could it theoretically 2 plus 4, would that be any good?
What is that, like 14, 15,
Yeah, about 20?
25?
24,
Yeah,
I think. I think it's 24 because you put
6.
It's, yeah, pretty much. Anyways, Nick,
Yes, 10.
you're feeling sleepy.
Oh, I am so tired.
I don't feel pain.
You trip on a root.
I trip on my own foot.
Yeah.
When I see Oliver trip, I'm like, mate, you got eyes like a worm.
Cool.
Do worms have eyes?
Lucy.
Nope, exactly.
Ah. Is that an Australian phrase that you've learned?
So what Charlie is doing is making things up that sound kind of like they could be Australian, but they're not. Again, they're non-Australian.
Yeah.
Oh, like the place, non, that we came
Yeah.
from. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. I trip on a root.
And you take...
I only rolled a 2. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
roll
know.
a 1. Why are you being so cruel today?
I don't know, because you were rude about it. You take 2 You take 2 full damage.
How was I rude about it? What?
Why did you turn into Toad?
I damaged myself from falling over in the previous episode, so I think it's fair, Tom.
I don't understand what I was rude about. I said I trip on a
A
root
pile
myself.
of rocks fall on you.
Pile of rocks fall on you. What did I take? 2 damage? Fuck
Yeah.
you.
I rolled the littlest dice I could. A d20.
You could have rolled no dice.
Guys, I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'm struggling to see ahead of me. Do we want to camp out for the night, or do we want to keep going?
Yes, Basil, I must say it is now... You did say that you thought we could make it. It is now the dead of night. So I'm a little bit iffy on whether or not we could.
Well, if you all are... Y'all.
Now.
G'day. Well, if you guys are bird-legged about it, we can just have a rest here.
I think it might be a good idea for you to get out your little hut and give us somewhere to sleep for the night. I know it doesn't come with beds, but
We got bedrolls.
we can cuddle up.
I don't need a bed. I don't sleep.
We've seen. Right. Bazza casts Leeming's tiny hut, a.k.a. Bazza's safe space.
So the safe space forms in front of you, and I'm going to get you to roll a d24 magic.
I got 20.
Whoa!
And I'm going to get you to roll a d100.
Woo!
Oh, I'm excited.
22.
All of a sudden, all 3 of you feel this kind of like weary exhaustion and like a vulnerability, let's go with.
That was a real yawn.
Oh, too
Oh my
right, boys.
goodness.
I'm feeling what y'all are feeling. I keep saying y'all.
It's fine. I think Australians sometimes do say y'all.
Y'all is universal.
So I've never felt tired before.
Not Australian.
Yeah, this is a very, very strange feeling to you.
It's like my whole body feels heavy.
It's, yeah.
Droopy tree.
Weeping willow. Bit of a weeping willow over
I'm trying to
here.
think about how I would react if I got tired for the first time as a grown adult. Am I dying?
Well, you would have felt like a lack of energy before, because that's why you need Sentry's rest, right?
No, I think we've said canonically that Oliver never gets tired, much like Sonic.
We
But this
haven't.
is like pure exhaustion. This is different from just being like
Vulnerability,
Yeah.
even.
when you say vulnerability, do you mean like
I think we got...
don't say it?
Okay.
I'd want it
Say
to be a
it.
secret.
I
He
think
doesn't know.
I think we have a new vulnerability to a type of damage,
Ah,
is my guess.
we're vulnerable to tired damage. Oh, probably psychic damage, right? Because we're tired.
I don't know.
And what are you guys all doing? Once
I want
this
to.
is set up?
I guess.
I'm heading into Leeming's tiny hut.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go to the fire pit in the center and spark up my little fire for Flagra to get into.
Okay. As
That's also a spell, but
Yes.
I don't know.
What if
Are
it's
we?
fire damage?
Huh?
two things has to happen. First off, your hands are still
Fucked.
sore, and you feel like when you're making a spell, it's not going to be super easy. Can I please get you to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. I roll a nat 20, Lucy.
Yep, you can make your spell easy enough.
Should I also roll wild magic surge, or are we in when
yes.
we're in the hut?
No, you'll also need to roll for wild magic.
This is my first nat 20 of
I think we've had one before.
of me.
I have no idea.
I feel like I haven't.
All I remember is you walking outside to smell things and not being able to smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got enough nat ones.
Got the Rona.
A 5,
Nothing
dearest
happens.
listeners. Nothing happens whatsoever.
And as you guys are kind of sitting up for the night, the
I'm emptying my fanny pack.
the kind of heaviness and the tiredness in your the worry about the vulnerability fades.
Oh, sick.
I get into my sentry's rest position. I lock into place. I turn into a car. And I sit up out because we can see through, right?
Yeah.
The hut. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking through the hut to try and look out and see things.
I am going to, while I'm sitting here, I'm going to start counting my 1,000 ball bearings.
Alright, get started.
1, 2.
I'm gonna get you to roll a insight or perception. Just kind of, you can kind of pick any of those ones if you want.
I'm rolling perception plus 6, so that's 9.
There's only 983.
Fuck. For real, or I just think there is?
You at least think there is.
Lucy, can I have Corniferous's diary with 7 pages missing. Can I read through the whole diary? Because I imagine I'm pretty good at reading as a scientist. Can I read through the whole diary throughout the night?
How
And
long is it? Because I know there's 7 pages missing at the end for the 7 days between you being
I don't
born and
know.
dying.
I
but-
don't know.
It's relatively short.
It's a diary. It's like probably like less than 100 pages.
Yeah, it'd be like maybe 50.
Yeah. I would like to read through this diary that's about 50 pages
yeah,
long.
sure.
I just want to read through the whole thing to see if there's anything in there aside, because I know the 7 pages probably contain pretty important information. Is there anything else in there that might give me a clue as to why Corniferous went to Voynich?
I'll get you to roll insight.
18?
Yep, so as you're reading, it's primarily on how he built both you and Flagra.
Mhm.
You can tell as you're reading, it's mainly his own reference guide. in
MLA,
case-
like how's he referencing
APA.
with APA?
I didn't go to university.
IPA.
You did. It was the non-university of the unseen arts. Nope, I think I'm mixing Discord.
You just put Discord in there.
Yeah, you just slid some Discord in there.
A little bit of Discord. I don't know what
As a
that is
treat.
either. Kind of, if he ever wanted to build another one with either of you, he would have a system on how to do it well.
I could do it.
Could you?
Maybe.
Do you have that ability?
You reckon over a long period of time you would be able to.
That's going to be my epilogue.
You just need to team up with like the right people. You know, Existential Crisis Weasel, Dr. Stravastein. Like, get yourself a
The
team.
janitor.
Mac and cheese.
I'm sure Mac and Cheese is a secret talent. He can create Warforged. That sounds like the blurb of a terrible book.
Just so you know, Mac and Cheese has no talent or ability.
That's so cruel. He's really good at smoking cigarettes.
He doesn't even roll them well.
No, I roll them for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't, but he could have. He was going somewhere.
He had no potential.
He had.
That was good.
Bazza recognized potential in that kid.
Bazza was wrong.
So I don't see any like reason as to why I would have gone to Voynich. It's just stuff about him building
Yeah.
and him creating Flagra.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this one page that's like, fuck, I want to go to Voynich if I ever pretend I'm dead.
And I imagine both you, Bazza and Nick, have gone to sleep. I
Yeah.
really struggle with gnomes.
Yeah, I'm sleepy now.
Yes, I am quite tired. I count myself to sleep at 983 ball bearings. I assume that's all of them, and I...
As a town guard, I have mastered the ability to fall asleep whenever I want.
Okay.
I'm good.
And
Aside from
I'm gonna roll your perception roll.
that. Ooh.
As you're reading and like scanning the surroundings, you see something somewhat familiar. It is this very interesting plant with kind of like long vines that reach up, and as it gets later and later, it almost not blooms, but the leaves kind of fold out, and all of them change like one to the next is like yellow green, yellow green, yellow green, and you recognize it from the first page, one of the first pages of the mysterious book you have.
Can I get up and go examine it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think this is something that because with the creature, I couldn't really get close to it without it probably running away. But this is a plant.
Do you want to roll a nature check for me then?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
With advantage because I have a book.
No.
A natural one.
As you get closer to the plant, you kind of like step on a twig and it snaps. With a sudden wee burst of noise, all of the leaves close back up.
But it's still there.
Yeah.
You spooked it.
Can I get a clipping of it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't have like scissors or anything. I'm gonna get my loot. I'm gonna take one of the strings and I'm gonna go use the string
How much
to
do you
cut it.
take?
I'm just taking like a little end of it because it's a plant. It'll grow
Yeah.
back the end of it. I'm just taking that to kind of look at it and examine it and see if it
Yeah.
comes back out.
One of each leaf, let's say. A green one and a yellow one?
Yeah.
Cool. Now you've got two wee leaves
Mm-hmm.
from this interesting wee
Sweet.
plant.
I'm gonna take them inside. I'm gonna go back into sentry mode. I'm holding them up and I'm just gonna stare at them. See if I can notice any like interesting features of the leaf that seems particularly different from like a normal leaf.
A somewhat interesting thing is the front of them, what you could see when they'd all folded down, the insides were green and yellow, like switching between. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I feel like there's a
Green
word.
and yellow switching between.
Green and yellow repeating.
Oh, so it's changing between those? Like, it's not just
like
green,
fluctuating.
So the
then
leaves
yellow?
aren't changing colours, but like one would be green, the next
Oh,
one would be yellow.
alternating.
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 Cool.
Yeah, the leaves are alternating.
Spaghetti.
Green and yellow. Shut up. The leaves are alternating green and yellow, and you can see from the inside of it when it was folded down, the insides were green and yellow, but the outside is quite plain looking.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look that different from a normal leaf aside from the fact that it's green and yellow alternating.
It doesn't look too different, no.
No, it doesn't have.
You got a nat one, Tom. I think you've asked enough questions.
Yeah, they look
But that
somewhat
was-
regular beyond that.
That was to catch the plant. I'm wondering, is it like a circular leaf or is it like serrated or something?
No, the edges aren't serrated.
Man
You're a
failed at
serrated
catching
plant.
a plant.
Yeah, I know, but just interesting word of it. No, the edges are flat.
Cool.
Good morning, everybody.
Who are you?
How did everybody sleep?
Brick, what are you doing in here?
It's the sun talking to you.
I cast Call Lightning on the sun. What would happen? That would be awesome.
It's out of range.
I'm feeling well refreshed. I've got full hit points, all my spell slots are back. I've got my dag, my gur, my bobo, and my cancelled, all here.
We're not feeling that like same sort of vulnerability, right?
Nope, that faded last night.
Cool beans.
And
My hand's still hot?
no, your hands also stopped hurting at some point during the night.
Oh, my hand doesn't hurt anymore, by the way.
Hooray.
I don't know if I actually told you guys that it was hurting, but it doesn't anymore.
Hooray! I suppose we should keep going towards, did you say it was Geviathan?
Jevadan.
Jevadan. That's it.
I think that's the
Proud of you.
easiest one for me to remember so far, because Matern I keep thinking is mutton, known, Voynich, don't even... it's not
Don't
even
forget
there.
about Plumber Puss.
I want to know if we're going the right way to Jevadan. 'Cause we...
Yeah, if you guys roll survival or insight.
Awesome.
Because I also want to know if I know... Well, I don't. Ooh.
I got a 16.
17 with nothing added.
13.
Very good. Yeah, you guys are aware that you have been going in roughly the right direction.
Cool.
You can be there probably in a couple hours.
Sweet.
We'll be there soon.
Lead the way, Bazza.
I'm walking. With
Very
a pep
good.
to my step. No.
Is Bazza a morning person?
Not usually, but
Okay.
I don't know. Something got him this morning. Usually Bazza wakes up at like 11. He's made sure to have like the afternoon posts in his guard shit, which usually makes him do like the easier stuff, because the morning people, they're all going off to their jobs and shit, and there's always fucking commotions.
And I'm also going to roll everyone a perception check as we are making our way.
Awesome.
Mystery perception checks
Wait,
by
you're not
Lucy.
Oh, true.
Oliver, as you're going, you can hear a howl in the distance.
Oh.
Did you guys hear that?
No.
Nah.
Well, maybe my hearing's a little better because it's magical, but I heard a howl. Like one might hear from dog, maybe, or perhaps wolf, or perhaps I can't hear
Hyena?
anything else that howls. Hyena? We did encounter hyenas. Maybe a hyena?
Alright, well, Bazza draws out his scimitars and
Does-
just has them ready.
Did it sound close?
No.
Okay. I wouldn't worry too much. It sounded pretty far away.
He sheaths them again.
We're
Can I
right.
use locate animals on
Ooh.
on the howl? I have a spell called locate animals.
Tell me how it works.
Or plants. I'll have to look in a book. Describe or name a specific kind of beast or plant, concentrating on the voice of nature in your surroundings. You learn the direction and distance of the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles of any prison.
Okay, yeah.
I'd be kind of
So-
describing it like animal that howl, maybe wolf.
I think you need to be more specific than just howling.
Okay. I'll use locate animals or plants on wolf.
Yes.
Yeah, wolf within 5
Yeah.
miles. So where is it? Which?
Towards GEVAUDAN, but like to the side somewhat.
Okay. So, but not towards the lake or towards the lake?
Away from the lake.
Away from the lake. Okay. Cool.
West.
Where? Sorry, I don't have the map in front of me. You guys do.
Are you heading towards it, or are we still heading into the town?
I think we're going into. I almost said Gaviscon, into GEVAUDAN.
Have you told us that you've located wolves? Or...
Yeah.
Roll for wild magic. Sorry, I forgot for
I
a
am.
moment.
True. 12.
Okay, nothing happens.
Just rolled over the eraser.
Guys, I just checked for that howling I heard, and it's a wolf somewhere in the general vicinity. Checked.
How?
Why the spell? You know magic.
Yeah, but I don't know every spell.
Okay, well you can assume that there's a spell for everything.
So
I can now.
you heard a howling and you assumed it was a wolf and you located the wolf?
Yeah, it's over west side.
Oh.
Let's avoid that.
As you guys get to GEVAUDAN, it's a small city. It's a decent bit smaller than known, but it is like just a city.
Way bigger than Matern.
Way bigger than Mattoon. It is.
So more of like a town kind of.
Yeah, it borders between town and city.
Like it's
it
like
depends.
it's like Ashburton.
Yeah, let's go with it's like Ashburton.
Cool. For you listeners at home, it's like Ashburton.
For you listeners away from home, it's like Concord. Don't worry about it. It's for my boys.
The population of Ashburton is 34,800.
Okay, it's not like Ashburton. It's
But
smaller.
it's the fantasy
What's the
equivalent of
population
Ashburton.
of Concord, New Hampshire?
Anyway, as you guys get to the town, there's a wee bit of a commotion
Oh,
happening.
I love a commotion.
There's kind of a hushed argument happening between a few people.
Is it like private?
Yes.
On instinct, Bazza butts his way in. Right, what's all this then?
Hold on, Bazza, I think that was private. Me coming into the conversation as well.
3 people turn to you.
Humans?
Yeah, something you guys would have noticed on your way in is there are a lot of humans here. It's a lot of humans, and
And not much else.
and not much else.
Any lizard folk?
No.
Okay.
Who are you?
Name's Bazza. I'm a god. I can help you sort this real easy like. Just tell me what's the issue and we'll solve it.
The person speaking to you narrows their eyes a little bit. Okay.
Sorry, hello, I'm Oliver. I'm a professor at the University of None, so I know things. None.
Well, we haven't had anyone from Non here in a bit. That's fun.
We're all from None, actually.
3 times is fun.
Yeah, well, Alright.
Look, I'm trained.
If you're interested.
I'm trained in conflict resolution.
Well, resolution would be ideal. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, we're looking for a wizard called Coniferous Hair. We need a boat to get to Voynich. That's our plan. That's what we're doing.
Here for a boat.
We tried to go through Plumer's Pass, but there's Zombie.
Yeah, and Coniferous Hair was my master who left and died. I thought he was dead. Turns out he's alive. Did you know that Nick's parents abandoned him? And also, Bazza backstory.
Not that, mate.
You guys are gonna be so happy with this.
He's got a wife named Abby and a daughter named Ruth who turned 13. I've been listening.
The person.
That's about my kid, mate.
Did you remember that?
I did remember that.
We have had a conversation to see if you would or wouldn't remember that. I had a feeling you would.
If you asked me, because I have it written down.
Oh, good on.
No.
Man, that's how much you love your kid. That's cool.
I wrote down their name and age, don't worry.
She's fine.
Because I didn't remember.
Room to grow.
That's because I didn't remember who Abby was. I was like, oh, that was Baz's wife that you played. I was like, oh yeah, being Charlie's wife is somewhat forgettable. I think that's such a rough way to explain anything.
Bazza's subtitle is Room to Grow.
Ew.
So is Oliver's, because he's a tree.
Roots to grow.
That was good. That was good. I loved that. Thank you.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
Room to goat.
That's probably the best one so far.
I'm gonna jiggle my jokes, Lucy.
I don't like it.
Jiggle your goat.
So the person speaking to you is a touch taller than everyone and has quite a intense presence about them. So you three sound like adventurers.
He is. And I point to Nick.
Yeah, well...
Hello there, I'm an adventurer. What's up?
We're on an adventure.
Yes.
You had a different voice. And anyway...
Legally, I don't think we can be considered adventurers yet, but I believe he's been on 15. We've been on...
Close enough for me. It's lovely to meet you.
G'day.
I'm the mayor of this town.
Oh.
Wow, you guys keep oversharing to mayors, don't you? I'm the mayor, May her. That's how I've decided for my naming convention.
Herstory.
May her.
Thanks, Charlie.
And if you guys are, helpful, you guys have done some fighting. I mean, Hunter, the Hunter.
The hunter is called Hunter.
Hunter the Hunter.
The mayor is called Mayher.
Yeah.
Oh, that was your name.
Yeah, I'm the mayor, May her.
Okay.
It's great to meet you.
And what's the cobbler called?
We've already got Cobbo the Cobbler who appears in theatre productions of various shows we've seen in real life.
Yeah, and his stage name is James Franco.
Yeah.
I gotta think of a good name for him.
What about cobbler?
I was thinking if it wasn't that everyone so far was human, I would make them a goblin and call them Coblin.
That's pretty good.
But I don't want a goblin. Their name's... The cobbler's called Coblin anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, there's Mayor, you guys have met the Hunter called Hunter, and the third person standing there has this wee badge on their chest, and they're the sheriff, and their name's Charge. In Charge.
So they've introduced themselves too?
Yeah.
G'day, Charge. I'm from Non. I'm also part of the Constabulary. What is it?
I like your badge.
Thanks, it's a star shape.
That's the right
Yes,
word, right?
I like stars.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Thanks for the star shape.
It's always good to meet another, person to protect people. Lawman. Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. What's the issue, Constable?
There's been a bunch of wolves around recently.
Oh.
Some people have gotten hurt.
What did I say, eh? Bloody wolf quest coming up.
Excuse me. Lawmen are talking.
Okay, I've located a wolf.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Lawmen are talking.
Yes, and so am I. I don't understand.
Just gonna need you to 10 to 20 feet.
Okay.
This
so
is a crime scene?
I walk back 10 to 20 feet. Anyways, I've seen some wolves in the area.
The mayor tries to hush you a little bit, like, we don't want like a big commotion. You saw this was a hushed argument when you got here.
Mate,
Anyway.
gonna need you to quiet down.
About the wolves.
Mayor's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you guys to go with Hunter. He's been trying to cull off some of the population if you guys wanna.
Another lovable boy.
Sure. Hunter hasn't said anything to you yet, so we don't know how lovable so far.
Is he a cheater?
Hold on. Is there pay involved or?
Yeah, what are we getting? Well, I don't really care about
Will
pay.
this be my 16th quest?
Can we get a boat for this? If we do this?
Good call.
Can
we
we
get a
do
boat?
Do we get a boat?
Oh, are you guys trying to cross King Lake?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was the
Nice.
first thing we said when we arrived here.
Nope, you didn't say that to any of us.
Yep, we charged in. We said we need a boat because we're trying to get to Voynich. We've just come from
Roll for
No.
roll for gaslighting.
That's not gaslighting. That's what
I think
happened.
we
We
did.
did a
No,
huge
you guys-
backstory
We did
spiel.
mention
We
it.
did a
Oh,
huge
they weren't
backstory
listening to
spiel.
you, and I wasn't listening
started
either.
by saying the fact we were trying to get to Voynich because I was trying to find Corniferous hair.
Sorry, none of us, including God, were listening to you guys. Sorry, I didn't realize we were trying to get to King Lake. Yeah, there's a boat that goes between here and the other side of the lake every few days. It should be here in like 3 or 4 days.
Does it cost anything?
We can have it not cost anything.
That's what I'm getting at, yeah.
Does
Sure.
it normally cost anything?
It depends. Some of the people in charge of it can be a little shifty. Some of them aren't.
Okay, well we can be pretty shifty. You know, I can be pretty shift tree. You know what I'm saying?
Love that little guy.
The mayor
Trust
continues on. If you want, I can just make sure any fees are waived.
Uh,
Anyway, if you guys want to go with Hunter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to. Hello, Hunter. My name's Olivor Oaken. I'm obviously a tree man.
Cool. I'm Hunter. You guys ready to go?
Oh, he speaks.
He does speak.
I can tell I'm not gonna like you guys.
Do you have a bow and arrow or perhaps a crossbow?
Hunter has a big bow and arrow across his chest, and he's got this. Time out. Troy's in time out.
Okay, valid. I thought you wouldn't have heard me.
I was gonna make you go sit on the other couch, and then I remembered you're the one who's plugged into the microphone.
He's got a pretty big. Troy just goes, dick.
It took me a second to realise. So yeah,
good
you're in
boy.
timeout, just so you know.
Thank
Troy.
you. Do I lose my inspiration?
Don't laugh at me, I am.
Okay.
But you can't. You're just standing there like in T-pose.
Yeah.
Just quiet out of the game.
Troy pose.
Is Hunter short or tall?
Average.
I'm imagining Hunter is short, stocky, with a big bow that's bigger than him.
No.
What do you imagine it's short or
You're
long
imagining
for?
wrong.
Huntington.
So he has a bow strapped to his chest and this I want to say a sheath of arrows, but I know that's not the word I'm looking for.
Quiver.
Quiver.
Quiver of arrows. He's like, yeah, I've got a bow. I do the archery stuff.
Cool. Let's go then, I suppose.
And he leads you guys out of the town into the woods, kind of behind GEVAUDAN, towards the way where you had located a wolf previously.
Yeah. I actually just recently used a spell. Do you know about magic?
Yeah, not many of us have it, but there's a couple.
I used a spell called Locate Animal or Plant, and I used it to locate a wolf.
Ollie here has a spell for everything.
Not for everything.
No, you told me.
I said there is a spell for everything. I didn't say I have a spell for everything.
Oh, right.
So I have a spell for a few things because I've learnt them. However, there's not necessarily the spell that I know that could, let's say, kill God. But there is a spell that probably exists that could do that.
There's a spell called Kill God.
Power word killed God.
G'day.
Hunter continues on and doesn't say anything to either of you. Doesn't really pitch into your argument.
I think it was not.
More of an explanation.
More of a discussion.
Hunter doesn't give a shit.
We keep walking.
Yeah. As you guys continue on, Hunter raises an arm to stop you guys.
Give him a high five.
I keep walking.
He grabs your shoulders and like stops you in place.
Whoa. Sorry, what's going on?
He puts a finger to his lip, gestured for you guys to be quiet. As that's happening, Nick drops something.
Oh no, my ball bearings!
I say, what does that mean? What does finger...
Ollie, it means be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know these things.
Hunter's just staring at all of you with like an icy coldness.
In Non, we say zip it.
And in the small moment of silence where you guys have somewhat realised Hunter's not pleased with your actions, you can hear quite close howls.
How many do I think?
It's difficult to tell because you don't know if one is like howling more than once with that sort of thing, and it's like a little bit of a chorus, but you can tell it's like a good few.
Ow.
Hunter pulls out his bow, puts an arrow in
Notches
the bow.
notches an arrow.
Notches an arrow, and just says very quiet to all of you, just stop talking.
Okay.
Bazza slowly unsheaths his scimitars and gets ready.
I have some spells I have to yell the words to cast them. Is that okay? Can I do that?
Oh, wait till we're fighting something.
Okay. Yeah,
I
can
whip
stick
out cancelled, but I'm also like, I have my bow and my quiver ready just in case.
I get my quarterstaff out and I cast Shillelagh preemptively.
Roll for wild magic.
13.
Nothing happens. As you guys sneak your way further into the forest, you hear more and more howls, and a group of 8 wolves surround you guys.
800 wolves.
8,000 wolves and I'll get everybody to roll for initiative.
G'day. Thanks for listening. You can find us at Season Quest Pod.
At Season Quest Pod?
At Season Quest Pod.
No, that wasn't real. I was making fun of you.
Oh.
Thanks for listening.